This is a HeadGum podcast.
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
What's up? Oh, boy. Did an Model T just crash into the apartment?
Hey guys, welcome to Dynamic Banter. It's been a week.
What if we just decided that we were going to have like a theme from now on and we just introduced it one pot and forced it on everybody? Welcome back to the only men's fashion podcast, Dynamic Banter.
I think if we're ever going to do that, we should do it when we're like running out of ideas.
Yeah. So that's how you'll know.
That's how you'll know.
Yeah. Not that we have any ideas for right now.
But also try to forget that we just said that so that when it happens, you'll be like, why is it different?
And action.
Welcome to Dynamic Banter, the only show on the internet that asks the question, really?
Oh man. Here we're asking the tough questions.
We are asking the tough questions. Mike, I think at the top of the
Kim Jong-un issued a warning to the United States that it was going to...
Which Kardashian is that?
Well, he was going to nuclear war us, and we're here on Dynamic Banter to ask to fire back. Really?
Are we gonna... Is there really something in the news about us getting warred on?
Not today, but I mean, it's like every 45 minutes.
Tell me about it.
Got a real angry person in that beige house.
Ooh, I gotta change my scary Twitter name. Right now it's Cleve Scary Ghosta.
Yeah.
I gotta get into the Dynamic Banter Twitter account because, Mike, there's been a kerfluffle.
What does that mean?
There's been a oops.
What does that mean? I feel like you're maybe not answering my question. I couldn't possibly do the ad read right now, Steve, but I need to ask you a question. Do you make things for the internet?
I do, Mike. I make videos sometimes.
Thank you. Do you ever think that maybe your videos would be just a little bit better if you had a couple more elements to it? I'm talking about stock pictures. I'm talking about sounds, maybe videos. Have you ever given any thought to these things?
So you're asking me?
I'm asking you personally, just in casual conversation. How many people reach for the radio? Ad read! Go to storyblocks.com for free 7-day trial. Okay, storyblocks.com.
Did you say a 47-day trial?
Nope, just a 7-day free trial.
Okay,
go to storyblocks.com/banter. That's STORYBLOCKS.com/banter to download anything from over 400,000 images and unlock discounts on many more. Storyblocks.com/banter. I'm talking you get high quality stock images at the fraction of the cost with Storyblocks. You can download anything your heart desires from the member library, including 400,000 stunning photos, vectors, textures, and icons. Thank you so much, Steve. Plus, save on millions of additional marketplace items where the artists take home 100% of the sales price. Also, all the content is royalty free, so you can use it for your commercial or personal projects. I'm talking about a wedding video or a wedding video. New images are being... I heard your voice at the end. New images were being added daily.
To that purpose.
And so there's always something fresh to download over at Storyblocks. STORYBLOCKS.com/banter. It's like you're just making up instruments over there to download anything from over 400,000 images, unlock discounts on many more. Thank you so much to Storyblocks for sponsoring us for the whole month of October. We really appreciate that. And go to storyblocks.com for your 7-day free trial. Storyblocks.com/banter. Enjoy. There.
So I gotta tell you, I think we blew it.
Uh-oh.
But listen, I don't think it's our fault because
what's this wee stuff?
This is the oops we bungled it music.
What a nightmare! What a nightmare song.
What happened was on the last episode we were talking about trillions of Tic Tacs. Those are good at math. Guys, what happened was diamonds are a girl's best friend. And at the end of the day, we had a Twitter user named Abo Views. Abo Views said that check that terrible Tic Tac math at Dynamic Banter. And by the way, a lot of people were pissed off at us. They said they're more pissed off at our bad math than the amount of sounds that happen in the podcast.
Hey, maybe there's a cool math podcast you guys could listen to in your fucking fancy cars.
Well, that's
with
the
your
thing.
EDM
We
music.
never said we were math boys.
I have always been a bad math boy. You didn't go
Same.
to college.
No, I didn't even
I
finish
went, but
high
I
school.
didn't fucking pay attention. So don't ask us to do math.
Instead of, listen, would you rather me be good at math or you wanted me to be good at this? You decide.
Ask my parents.
Ask my dad, who wished I was a soccer player.
You know, if you just leave it where it is, it's just a regular whistle. You gotta shut this. Are you done now? Because I can't do the song anymore.
You're right, it is just a whistle. So here's what our buddy boy, Abo Views, Greg.
Holy shit,
Greg
there's no
Abbott
way the
says.
song is still on.
He says, that math was terribly wrong. If one plant made 20 million... This music is ridiculous. It's like at one point someone's pouring water into a glass.
Dude, you know what this is like? This is like if the aliens come down and force us all to be in the circus and they want us to move extra fast and they think it's funny.
And they're whipping us if we slow down.
They think it's funny
And
when
if
we
you
move.
pass out, you get disintegrated
You're
instantly.
done.
He says if one plant made 20 million Tic Tacs a day, it would take that plant 50,000 days to make 1 trillion Tic Tacs. Or 137 years. God damn it, Mike. This is important. You can't make me laugh right now. This is the only bit of information people were probably dying to hear us talk about in the next episode.
For the third week in a row.
But because we were so wrong in the last episode.
Yeah, great.
So apparently to make 1 trillion Tic Tacs, it would take 137 years. But if 6 plants make 20 million, then it would take 23 years. That's if at all the sites have always been making 20 million a day, which is unlikely from day one of the original plant. They would also need to have operated all 6 plants at full capacity every day, 23 years without shutdowns or days off.
You know why I didn't do well in math in high school and in college?
Tell me.
Because this song would start playing in my head every time I tried to do math.
This is actually a live feed from my brain. This is what's playing in my head all the time.
My brain is on you now, right now.
Imagine when someone in my family tells me another family member died and this music pops into my head.
Oh my god.
Mijo, your Theo, this morning your Theo Oscar, he didn't make it. What happened was this, in the hospital, he's been really sick for about 3 days.
Why is it still on? It's
Because I'm not
still
done with
on.
our analyses.
Oh, hurry
Because
it
we
up.
bungled it.
I wish the aliens were here right now to make you move extra fast with them.
Well, if you keep interrupting me, I'll never finish. Which is unlikely as equipment maintenance is needed yearly plus holiday shutdowns. Also, do the factories operate on weekends? How long has each plant been open? Many factors to consider, but I believe that if fully calculated, they may not yet have made 1 trillion Tic Tacs. But the thing is we still don't know.
But probably not.
Like, the thing is like, okay, if
Oh
6
my God,
plants...
I can't believe how much more relaxed I am now that song isn't on.
Well, then we should never screw up again.
I feel physically different.
I like that you think I had control over that song. That song will always happen if we fuck up really bad in the episode before. I'm sorry, it's like we're being haunted by our mistakes.
Well, then I can't fault you for that. Gonna have to watch the video podcast for that one.
So this guy says if 6 plants made 20 million Tic Tacs,
I don't care.
then it would take 23 years to make 1 trillion of them. So, and it's since the 60s the Tic Tacs factories has been around, and that's a little more than 23 years.
Good math.
So we still don't actually know.
I need you to stop trying to figure it out, because if you fuck up again and that song has to come on next week, it's not going to be good.
Mike, this is my A Beautiful Mind equation.
You got the
This
little
is my
things popping up.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
It's just
Although I can't
candy and
figure
Tic
shit
Tacs.
out. It's just Tic Tacs.
And horns and all different kinds
And that
of things.
song playing.
Oh, God. What a nightmare.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to assign someone a project. The guy that initially sent us the email from Tic Tac.
The wrong one.
That guy was right, because he said one plant has made 20 million Tic Tacs.
Right.
Or makes 20 million Tic Tacs a day.
How many people are listening to this episode right now thinking that they're listening to last week's episode?
Hopefully not many. It's
Okay.
got a different name, I'm sure.
Is it?
I mean, I do have control over what to call it. I could call it the exact same thing.
Is it dynamic ASManter?
So listen, the person who sent the original email, or other people, start emailing the other Tic Tac factories, and we'll find out how much the other factories make a day, and then we'll get some real numbers,
You're really
baby.
excited about that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That sounds great. I can't wait to not care about it then either.
All right, so how you doing, Mike?
So
What'd you
I'm
wanna
doing
say?
okay. I was almost about to continue that conversation and say what I was going to say before that
No, we
pertained
can
to
stop.
it, but I don't want to.
Let's be over with it.
Great.
I'm just glad we corrected
I was
ourselves.
called dumb recently in a very, very funny way. Somebody asked me, my friend Andrew Santino, in the green room of the Brea Improv, how many people I thought there were. And I said, I don't know, a couple trillion. And he goes, oh, you're dumb. And I was like, I'm not that dumb. And then this shit happened.
Yeah, I know.
Now I gotta
it's
listen
a bad
to
week.
that human circus music.
It's a bad week. You know, when someone asks you what you think, how many things you think there are, because they know the answer, it's because they want to be the smart person. They want to be like, well, how many do you think this thing is? And then they have the answer.
I don't think that, because he was looking it up, because I don't think that he had the answer.
Oh, okay.
I thought that my answer was just so bad that, like, if you ask me how many colors there are, and I'm sitting here being like, well, there's blue and red, 2? You don't know how many colors there are, but you'd be like, oh, you're dumb.
How many dinosaurs were there?
Let's see. Stegosaurus Rex.
That's 2.
The one...
Stegosaurus and Rex.
The one with the scarf who ate Newman. Long neck boy. And the smaller ones.
So what's that? Like about 5?
6
dinosaurs. I'm made to feel dumb a lot, but I
Yeah.
don't claim to be smart,
Who
so
makes
it
you feel
hurts
dumb?
less.
Call him out on this podcast.
I don't know. It's actually been a while.
I hate
But I
that
feel-
was my
you know what?
biggest...
I
Sorry, go ahead.
internally feel dumb,
Well, that's a you
lot.
thing.
but it's because when other things are happening that are not what you thought they were, then you feel dumb.
Like, yeah, okay.
Like when you just said there were 5 dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's pretty dumb.
All right. Join us next week when I get something right.
Mike, we had a panel at LA Comic-Con.
I forgot about that. I blacked out for the last 15 minutes, so I didn't remember the panel part.
Mr. Chris McCaleb moderated it, and by the way,
He did a great
He
job.
did such a good job.
He wore a suit.
He
almost,
wore a suit,
and it was I was very impressed.
He
Very funny boy.
Fuck, he's so funny.
Yeah.
And his questions were meant for a panel that was like important.
Yeah. Like there were gonna be 1,000 people.
Yeah,
there.
where people really wanted answers.
Yeah.
Fuck, that made me laugh so much.
He did great. I wish we had that filmed.
We showed Torty Cloud, my new show. We showed the first 3 episodes. We put up the first episode yesterday, and when we screened the first episode,
That was terrible. That was maddening.
the lights kept turning on and off
but it also
throughout
wasn't-
the whole first
It
episode.
didn't seem to not fit.
No, it seemed like I loved it, and I loved it.
You were losing your whole shit. If you can imagine.
Yeah, I was laughing a lot.
If you can imagine Steve laughing, that was what was happening there.
Yeah, I was laughing a lot because it was so funny that was happening, because I don't think you could have made that up. None of us would have. I mean, that's the next level, is like lights going, like somehow operating your home lighting while my video's going on. That's the next level for me.
Yeah, like you're in a garage and somebody's outside hitting the opener over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. That was good times. But we saw two nice young ladies who were cosplaying as us, and that was really interesting to see.
I hugged the girl dressed up like me, and I thought in my head that was the most vain thing I'd ever done in my entire life. And I felt bad about myself. Like, look at me hugging me.
Do you remember
how great I think I am?
Do you remember at one point during the panel, like before the panel started, I handed out chocolate to everybody? Do you remember that?
Even the kids who were diabetic.
And they took it. It's their fault. And do you remember during the show when we took questions, there was one man who was like, I came in here because I wanted to sit down. And that was his question was, can I have some more chocolate?
Yeah. In a million years, if I was to write a sitcom where that happened, I would have never have thought that.
I know.
And that's how I know I'm not funny enough. Because that's hilarious.
But and that's like...
Quick question. Edgar from Anaheim. I came in here to sit down. Do you have any more chocolate?
At least he was like, you know what he did? He did the thing where you go into a store to use the bathroom and not buy anything.
Yeah.
He did the like, listen, pretty good store in here.
I think I'll take a couch.
You know what? I'm going to use the restroom really quick, but I might get a croissant. So I'll be right back. Because do you remember at one point he was like, he just straight up was like, I came in here to sit down, and he's like, but now I think you guys are pretty funny. I think I'm going to check out your podcast.
I got a better example. You ready for this?
Okay.
Did you grow up with what was that fucking the donut shop?
Winchell's?
No.
Jambers.
No, you're just making up donut shops.
Yes, I am.
What the fuck?
Yes,
Krispy
I am.
Kreme.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't grow up with it. They brought it here when I was like a teen.
Right. Same thing with me.
Okay.
Do you know the thing, like on Wednesdays or whatever, when the hot donut sign is on, they give you a free donut when you walk in?
No, I didn't know that.
So that's what happens. So this guy went into Krispy Kreme, got his hot free donut, right?
Yeah.
And then went to the bathroom, came out, looked around, looked at the people in the assembly line making the donuts, and said, you know what? This is some pretty good donuts. I might come back here.
I'm going to come back.
Can I get another free donut?
Yeah. How often could you get another free donut when you did the free donut day?
You got to come in. That's a once a day.
So, but like
They take a picture of you. They scan your retinas when you come in.
Has anyone ever finagled another donut
I'm sure.
on the free donut day?
Yeah. You go in with a fake mustache, whatever.
Does that work?
Fake mustache? Probably. What if you went in and you got a free donut and then you went in again with a fake mustache
over my
your
real
beard?
mustache?
Yeah. I'll take just one free donut. I'll take my one free donut of the day. The guy who says one free donut is the guy who's definitely tried to come in. I was promised my one free donut for the day.
I was told for sure there'd be one free donut.
I told when you gave me my first donut, I was told I'd get one free donut if you thought I was another person.
Well, I think at first the move is you go up and you hope they don't recognize you.
Yeah, for the first one or the second
one? For the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't make it. That's the trick. You don't make any kind of impression
you go like,
the first time. What's this?
Yeah, this is the second time. Yeah. You guys doing free donuts?
That's nice.
The thing is like if I was the one giving out the free donuts, I would certainly by accident give 2 donuts to people.
Oh, absolutely. That would be the reason why we were fired from Krispy Kreme.
When was the last time you went to Chick-fil-A?
Kind of recently.
And sometimes you'll grab a chick, a filet.
Either a combination of the two.
Do you like it when you go like, thank you very much, and they go, my pleasure? Like they have to say my pleasure?
A lot of people say that, and there's a waitress at a restaurant close to us who says it.
Yeah.
And always gives you kind of like a look.
Yeah.
And she has a little bit of a lisp. And it makes me feel some kind of a way.
Can you do
explain it?
Can you do an impression of it?
She has like a side pony, and she's real bubbly.
So she's like straight out of the early 90s, Utah.
Kind of. She's like, my pleasure. She sounds exactly like Drew Barrymore. 100% like Drew Barry. My pleasure. Last time Are you climbing a pole?
Quick, I'm trying to get up quick before the podcast ends. I got to get a star up above the
That
the
sounded
pole.
like you were going up a fireman's pole.
But slowly.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Dude, imagine the visual of you just sliding.
Like, imagine me just hold. Like, do you remember in the Ren and Stimpy cartoons when like Stimpy would grab onto something?
Yeah.
I think there was a Fire Dogs episode where they were fire dogs.
Yeah.
And I think Stimpy grabs the bottom and he just goes up
Yeah,
automatically,
yeah.
like staring at the camera with his big smile.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, that's perfect.
How do you do that? How do you achieve that? Well, I'll tell you. You ready for this? How about a little bit of lessons in filmmaking with an editing trick?
Oh, no.
All you gotta do is set up your camera, okay?
Is this going to result in that music next week?
No, it certainly isn't. All you gotta do is set up a wide angle of that fire pole. Make sure you get top to bottom in that frame. Obey the rule of thirds if you can.
If you dare.
And if what you want to do is you want to have your actor at the top of that pole, you're going to want to roll action! And you're going to want that person to roll. You're going to come down the pole, and they're going to be staring at the camera, smiling. And then they're going to get down to the bottom, and then they're going to stay there, held on to it at the very bottom, and then you're going to cut. And then later on, when you take that footage into Premiere, Final Cut, iMovie. Wow, it was the exact same note. How did you find it? How'd you find it right away?
That's a H-.
What you do is you just reverse the footage. And it looks like you go up. This has been a Big Boy Boys editing test for everyone.
If any of you were thinking about going to film school, we just saved you about $80,000.
For anybody who was thinking about editing a film poll. Yeah, I just don't like the way I'm talked to by strangers that work in the service industry sometimes. Like, I don't
Like
like being
waiters and
called...
waitresses?
Yeah, I don't like being called boss.
Oh, yeah, but no one likes being called boss unless you are a boss.
It's so weird. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I've talked about it here before. There's so many episodes I don't even remember.
Boss is like
I
a
don't
very
like it.
condescending...
But
call
it's not
people-
meant to be condescending. They
Yeah,
say
but-
it in like a way like I'm cool.
Yeah. Well, that's how you know.
But it seems condescending every time.
I call everybody Bud, and I've had Zoya say, don't call people Bud. They think you're, like, calling them boss.
I don't mind Bud.
Good. Please let me know. That would be nice. If you could hit me up on Twitter and
I
let
would
me
tell
know.
you. I would tell you if I didn't like Bud. I definitely don't like boss.
Bud is like friend. Right, friend?
Yeah, I'll say buddy. Like whenever I'm referring to a friend to another friend, I'll be like my buddy this, my buddy that.
Yeah, boss is like you're asking to get smacked in the
I
mouth.
hate it. I hate it so much. Hey,
Yeah.
boss, nice to meet you, man.
Does that happen to you a lot?
Yeah.
You eat in Beverly Hills a lot?
No, I don't know. It happens in like not just restaurants, in like retail places too.
TJ Maxx.
Like I could take you over here, boss.
You want an old backpack, boss?
You know what was the
Taking
weirdest
it off
though?
here, boss.
In Austin, there's this toy shop, and I go in there every time I go to Austin, and it's the same girl working in there,
Same, dressed the same.
dressed exactly the same. It's very strange, and she always goes like, "Oh, right over here, baby. I'll check you out.
Hey, baby.
I'll take you out, baby." And it's like not like in the jokey baby. Like sometimes I'll baby someone in a
Yeah.
fun way, like, "Hey, baby, what's up?" Like
Yeah,
I'll do
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I'll do it to friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I don't want to be called. It was weird to be called baby from a person I don't know.
Someone you're not kissing.
Yeah, and then they were like, "You're gonna sign. Go ahead and sign that receipt, baby."
You know what those people did?
It's so
They confused
weird.
my teenage mind so much that those were like the diner waitresses that I would ask out.
Well, it's like honey.
Yeah.
Like honey is fine. Honey, you want more coffee or something?
Yeah, little 16-year-old Mikey would go to American Eagle, try to get himself some cargo shorts, and
Yeah.
then the checkout girl, who was like maybe a year older than me, would be like, "Okay, honey, come over here," and I'd be like, do you ever want to go to the food court sometime?
I'll buy you a Sbarro.
We'll both have Japanese chicken.
We can get as many samples as we want. I know the guy that gives out samples.
Yeah, and then when we leave, we can ask for another one. Do you know what I was thinking today? And please stop me when this gets offensive. But
Okay.
you know how?
Stop.
Okay, what else? You got?
I hear that goddamn sound and I hate it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
If you stopped listening by now, let us know in the comments below. But I was thinking about how, you know how the stereotypical shitty American thing used to be or is or whatever, wherever this exists now, is for the Asian accent, to point out how they can't, like Asian, like Chinese, Japanese, how they can't pronounce R's.
Yes.
Do you think there's any limit to the amount of, like, I don't know what the exact language is called, but Chinese or Japanese characters that Americans can't even begin
I'm
to
sure.
pronounce?
I'm totally sure.
And I would love to hear how they make fun of English-speaking people.
Yeah.
In their,
I would love to hear that because
Because
what's
it's
the
like-
thing that we do?
if you think about like the alphabet, the Chinese and Japanese alphabet.
Yeah.
And that's probably not what it's called, and I apologize. But think about all the symbols. We have 27 letters.
Give or take.
They can't pronounce one of them. And I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
With like speaking, is it Cantonese?
Sure.
Mandarin?
Sure.
No clue.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I wonder. You're right. When we try to do
and it leads me
a
into my
word,
next song. I'm releasing a single.
well, it's like
today.
when people say like, "Can I get a corn tortilla?"
Yeah.
or like a
Do
flour
people
tortilla.
really say that?
Yeah,
Like,
of
but
course.
being serious about it?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh.
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla. What's the quesadilla with this situation?
If you say tortilla, you're not even trying to like understand,
Right.
because you're not even listening and repeating back.
Well, that certainly exists, Mike.
Interesting.
Can I talk to you, Mike, really quick, if I can have a moment of your time, about a little something I like to call Blue Apron? I just call it that. Blue Apron is just the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. No big deal. Blue Apron's mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. Who farted? Legitimately, who just farted? I smell a fart.
You smell a fart? Are you being serious? I didn't fart. I'm having a gasless day.
Blue Apron achieves this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. Wow, it's a bad one. Blue Apron has established partnerships with over 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranchers across the United States. Oh my God, I need a break, Mike. Seafood is sourced sustainably under
He looked over and Owen just had shit on his chest. But he was on his phone and he had no idea.
There's a dog shit on his chest.
No shit over here.
Seafood is sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. Beef, chicken, who farted? And pork came from responsibly raised animals. Smells like a fart over here. It smells bad. Cooking together builds strong familial bonds. Research shows that Blue Apron's families cook 3 times more often. A hot smell over here. Here's some upcoming meals for you guys. Upcoming favorite meals.
That's my favorite part.
Here's a customer favorite. Seared chicken and roasted. Smells like a fart over here. Smells like poop. Seared chicken and roasted fall vegetables with caper butter pan sauce. Smells like there's a turd under the table. 30-minute meal, shrimp and pesto fettuccine with spinach. If I look under this table and there's a dog shit down there, I'm going to be pissed. Black bean and cheese tortas with roasted broccoli and lime sour cream. Doesn't smell like dog poop down there. Sweet pepper chicken with bok choy and rice. It smells like feces. Guys, you can choose from a variety of new recipes each week or let Blue Apron's culinary team surprise you. Recipes are not repeated within a year, so you'll never get bored. Customize your recipes. Blue Apron has several delivery options, so you can choose what fits your needs. Each meal comes with a turd. It smells like there's a turd over here. With a step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe card and pre-portioned ingredients can be prepared in 40 minutes. Blue Apron's freshness guarantee promises that every ingredient in your delivery arrives ready to cook, or they'll make it right. I'm going to have to search around for that. that poop in this
I
house.
think you did a great job, Steve, pushing through whatever was bothering you.
Something smells real bad over here. Check out this week's menu from Blue Apron and get $30 off your first order with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/banter. You're going to love how good it feels, it tastes, and it smells to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/banter. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that, Steve. And
Thanks,
you'll
Mike.
enjoy it too when you're cooking with your family.
Just make sure you use the toilet before you cook with your family. Make sure you're emptied up before you fill your body with Blue Apron.
Make sure if you're cooking with your family and you fart, you admit it with Blue Apron. Guys, we haven't said stuff like this in a while. It's so important that you go and you show love to our sponsors.
Yeah.
Because they pay us to do this show, and then we could eat food from them. So that's perfect.
Food from them and others.
Which is my favorite Netflix documentary. And also, if you can rate and review the podcast on iTunes.
Yeah, that's
that
been
helps
a
us
while.
out with the all the marketing stuff.
Also,
that's a good point, Steve.
agency, Oxford Road, client, Quip, platform, podcast, 60 seconds, show, dynamic banter, Vanity Earl, banter. Here's something to chew on. Many recent studies suggest that having good oral health impacts your overall health. New sponsor. Yet most of us don't brush our teeth properly, Mike.
Oh, I haven't even been thinking about if I've been doing it wrong.
You can start brushing better today. Next, please mention all these talking points below.
Steve, how can I brush better today? Steve?
Introducing
There he is.
Quip, the new company that's refreshing the way people brush their teeth. Now, I know what you're wondering. Hey, I got a toothbrush, buddies. Well, you gotta spit in my mouth about it. Well, Quip is an electric toothbrush that packs premium vibration and timer features into an ultra-slim design. And that's half the cost of bulkier brushes. It's basically like, I don't know, I'm not reading this off the paper. It's like Apple designed a toothbrush.
Incredible improv, incredible
Thanks, man.
value.
But guess what? Without the big price tag. Ooh, Apple will drain your pocket bank.
You know how big their receipts get.
You have to see it and brush with it yourself. You can even subscribe to receive new brush heads on a dentist-recommended 3-month plan for $5, including free shipping. I'm sorry, that's $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. $5, including free shipping. Quip is backed by leading dentists and was named as one of Time Magazine's best inventions of 2016. They won an Oscar. They won a 2016 GQ Grooming Award and made it on Oprah's 2017 New Year's O list.
They were under a seat.
Dr. Drem Crumfries says, Quip is just about the best brush I've ever owned. That includes the one for my hair, my dirty hair.
Is that what he said? A direct quote. I can't hear him say that.
Well, it's what he said. It's what's written here, and I'm just reading what's on the page. Right now, go to getquip.com/banter. That's GETQUIP.com/banter to get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/banter. Getquip.com/banter. Dennis been the first to tell you don't have to dish out hundreds for a top-of-the-line electric toothbrush. Start brushing better with the new, simple, and affordable brush that's refreshing the oral care industry. Dr. Strim Schrippel says, I've brushed my teeth once, but when I brushed my teeth again, I did it with this brush. Princess Jane Dr. DDS said, boy, my mouth is a mess. Get me a good brush, please. And Quip sent her a brush, and I'll tell you what, that smile looks about as bright as the shining star in the north sky. So guys, check out Quip. GetQuip.com/banter. Get your first pack of brushes. And guys, if you get these brushes, I'm telling you what, it's not that expensive. Get a brush, brush your teeth, take a picture of your dang brush. Send me a picture of your wet brush. Tag me in your pictures of your wet brush after you've used it, and I want to see what kind of brush you're working with.
If it has blood on it, you probably got gum problems.
GetQuip.com/banter, and better way to cook.
What a lovely time we've had so far.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you having a good time?
Yeah, man. I'm having a great time.